You're wasting our time, and we're dying. People have died from this damn water, and all you guys can sit up there and just pretend like it's no big deal.
After you were pulled aside, as you said, the officer said, maybe I could get you a meeting with Governor Snyder. That then turned into an advisor to the governor. And then in late February 2017, Richard Baird, who was known as kind of Governor Snyder's right-hand man, he shows up in your living room with Scott Hippica, who described himself as a former Black Ops Marine, is how it was described to me. With him was a state trooper and also Cheryl Thompson with the state health department. Do you have memory of those people being in your living room?
Yes. Yeah, I called it the round table because
Okay.
they all sat at the table with me.
Okay. And it was you and
My parents,
Mm-hmm.
Christina, and basically the government. And so he called it a pilot program.
This was Richard Baird said that.
Yeah, Richard Baird. Yeah, he said that. So he thought if I could find a doctor that they would be willing to try and get things paid for through a pilot study. It all went through the powers that be. You know, I don't even know where it came from, to be quite honest.
I've actually seen the messages. It came from the state health department was paying for your treatment through, handling things with your ex-wife. They basically told you, well, if this treatment, chelation treatment, works for you, then great, we'll make it available to more residents in Flint. Is that how they described it?
Yeah, that's pretty much what they said. And I thought they were going to treat our whole family. That's what I thought.
Mm-hmm.
But then when everything kind of I started treatment, then they came back and said, no, we're just going to do you. If it works for you, then maybe we'll do it for other people.
Mm-hmm.
And so I was like, this is ridiculous. You know, like you're going to wait 5 years, 2 to 5 years before you let people know that this is an option. This should be an option for the whole entire city.
Right.
I mean, it's not just one person.
Mm-hmm.
And so.
And I want to be clear, they told you and your ex-wife, you guys were married at the time, you can't talk about this to the media, and you can't say that they were paying for it.
Yeah, that was like a big. I didn't know what to do. I just knew that I needed to get this stuff out of me, and they were going to pay for it. And I was kind of like, who wouldn't do it?
Mm-hmm.
And so I did it. I was like, and to be quite honest with you, had this not been done, I mean, I probably wouldn't be here right now. And he pulled me aside. He pulled me aside right before he left, and he goes, I'm going to make you my lead poster child. We get this thing taken care of.
Wow. And did you find it odd that while he's saying this, he's basically saying, but be quiet about it. Don't talk to anyone about it. Don't talk to the media.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, he did say that.
Did you feel that he was almost like, all right, this guy's getting too loud. He's getting media attention? Because your outburst at that town hall got media attention in the Detroit News, the Flint Journal. Did you feel like maybe he was trying to kind of, I guess, silence you, like, in a way?
Yeah, to a point, yeah. I mean, I didn't, I guess at the time I was just thinking, man, I got to get better.
Yeah, of course.
I want to get my job back. I want to, start providing for my family. I mean.
And your ex-wife described that he also said, I'm going to go talk to my best friend about this, Governor Snyder.
Yeah, it was a best friend. Yeah. Governor Snyder was like an old friend of his.
I'm just trying to set the scene for the viewers here. You pop off at this town hall. You're removed. The officer then connects you with basically the governor's top person, his right-hand
Right.
man. A couple weeks later, they're in your living room offering you this treatment, which I think most viewers would understand. You're sick. Your family's sick. A lot of them would accept it. And they described it to you in a way like, yeah, if it works for you, we'll offer it to other people. I think both you and Christina at the time really felt that they're trying to do good here.
Right.
But it does seem strange that, almost like a show of force. And then with all these people around him, including military people and state troopers, when they're also telling you at the same time, shh, don't tell anyone about this.
Yeah.
I
They
think.
didn't want us going to any mainstream media or anything like that.
Were you aware that he had conversations with other residents, not specifically about the treatment you got, but were basically other residents who had kind of been loud and was protesting publicly? Did you ever know at that time that he was talking to other residents and offering them certain things?
No. No, I never. No. You don't hear about that kind of stuff.
Does that surprise you years later that he was kind of going around Flint, allegedly offering other residents special deals, but not the rest of Flint?
No. And I thought, man, is there anybody else out there, getting what I'm getting?
Sorry to have to bring this up, but I mean, your children have been affected?
Yeah, they're all cognitive impaired. Like, they all have problems reading, writing, and math, and you got to kind of have that stuff to be able to function in society.
Right.
You got to have the ability to write, and you got to be able, have the ability to read.
I want the audience to understand. You were a Flint resident that spoke up at a town hall in 2017 when the media was still kind of covering Flint. They haven't been anymore, but
Yeah.
and you were removed for basically screaming at the government for not helping you and the other residents. A couple weeks after that, the governor's right-hand man, who told you and your ex-wife were best friends, showed up in your living room, offered you state-funded medical treatment that they would pay for. They told you and your ex-wife, it would be made available for her too when she was done breastfeeding, which never happened.
Never happened.
They also said, if you get better, if your lead levels go down, we're going to make it available to the rest of Flint.
Yeah.
He said to you, your words, you're going to be my lead poster child.
Yeah.
The treatment has helped you significantly.
Yes.
Once Governor Snyder left office and Richard Baird left office, his right-hand man, the treatment stopped from the state. They stopped paying for it. And you were told, and your ex-wife was told, don't go to the media and don't tell people that we're paying for this.
Yeah.
And to your knowledge, it was never made available to other Flint residents.
Not to my knowledge.
And you, at 40 years old, had this treatment cut off from you by the state. And you're saying, because I'm not a doctor, but it did help you and it could have helped other Flint residents if they would have made it available.
Yeah.
Do you look at it as Rich Baird was trying to basically pay you off and pay off other residents?
Without him saying it, probably, yeah. Yeah.
Gotcha.
I would say that was I literally have been told that was a hush fund.
Do you think Governor Snyder or Richard Baird should be prosecuted?
Oh, to the fullest. To the fullest, yeah. Of course. People are dying. People have died. If I poisoned you, I should be prosecuted to the fullest. Not brushed under the rug and say, oh, well, you're the government. 6 years later, nobody's in prison. But someone who didn't pay a parking ticket goes to jail. It's messed up. It's messed up. This world we're living in is all messed up. The corruption's got to go. and people got to be held accountable.
Hope you enjoyed that last video. Hop on over to statuscoup.com where you can sign up for our email list and become a member for as low as $5 to $10 a month. Membership is how we grow. That's statuscoup.com/join. And remember, join our email list so we can grow the revolution with you.